Hi guys! Today I'm going to be teaching you my recipe on how to make the most delicious mini egg chocolate chip cookies. In this recipe, I'll be using eggs, butter, flour, salt, baking soda, mini eggs, semi-sweet chocolate chip, brown sugar, white sugar, vanilla, and milk chocolate bars. Your first step is going to be to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to melt and brown 1 cup of unsalted butter in a pot. For melting your butter, you want to keep it at low to medium heat. Browning butter takes roughly 10 to 15 minutes, so be patient and don't increase the heat just because it's not turning the brown color you want. This is the color your butter should be after those 10 to 15 minutes. While we're letting our butter rest, we're going to start mixing our dry ingredients. Start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, add a 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now mix all your dry ingredients together. Now we're going to add our wet ingredients. In a slightly larger bowl, add the butter we browned earlier. Then add 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Next, add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. Now give your ingredients a good mix. Now I'm going to add 1 large egg and 2 egg yolks. A good technique to separate an egg from a yolk is to pass the egg back and forth in between the 2 shells until you're left with just the yolk. After you crack the eggs, make sure to wash your hands. Mix up all of your ingredients very well. Now add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and gradually start adding the dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. Continue to mix and add the dry ingredients until it forms a dough. When the dough becomes too difficult to mix with the spatula, that's when you can start kneading it with your hands. Now cut up 1 milk chocolate bar into very fine, thin pieces. Add them into the dough. Now add roughly 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, but really measure with your heart. Same thing goes for the mini eggs. You can do as much as you want, but I suggest doing about a half cup. Now start kneading it and mixing the chocolates equally throughout the dough. This is what your dough should look like after kneading it for about 5 minutes. Now, get an ice cream scooper and start making equal-sized cookie dough balls. Space them out far enough so that they can spread and bake them in the oven for about 10 minutes until the edges become crispy. Now that the cookies are out of the oven, you can add a mini egg on top of each cookie while they're still soft. Now you've made your cookies. I baked 2 batches, which made about 36 cookies that I share with my friends and teachers, and they all loved them. I hope you guys get to try my recipe. I promise these cookies taste phenomenal. Bye!